in the vast, deep forest of Hyrule. Long have I served as the guardian spirit. I am known as the Deku tree. The children of the forest, the Kokiri, live here with me. Each Kokiri has his or her own guardian fairy. However, there is one boy who does not have a fairy. Navi, Navi, where art thou? Come hither! Oh, Navi the fairy, listen to my words, the words of the Deku tree. Dost thou sense it? The climate of evil descending upon this realm. Malevolent forces even now are mustering to attack our land of Hyrule. For so long, the Kokiri Forest, the source of life, has stood as a barrier, deterring outsiders and maintaining the order of the world. But, before this tremendous evil power, even my power is as nothing. It seems the time has come for the boy without a fairy to begin his journey. The youth whose destiny it is to lead Hyrule to the path of justice and truth. Navi, go now! Find our young friend and guide him to me. I do not have much time left. Fly, Navi, fly! The fate of the forest, nay, the world, depends upon thee.
Hello.
Hello, Link! Wake up! The great Deku tree wants to talk to you. Link, get up! Hey, come on! Can Hyrule's destiny really depend on such a lazy boy? You finally woke up. I'm Navi the fairy. The great Deku tree asked me to be your partner from now on. Nice to meet you. The great Deku tree has summoned you, so let's get going, right now. Okay, hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play. Today we're going to be playing The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time. Alright, so this is the first 3D Zelda game that Nintendo ever released. It was released back in 1998 on the Nintendo 64 console. Back then I was like 6 years old, I believe. Yeah, that sounds about right. And I got that game, Nintendo 64 console, and Donkey Kong 64, I believe. So, anyways, this is Ocarina of Time. It's by far one of my favorite 3D Zelda games. I honestly can't think of anyone I like more than this, so we are playing it today. Anyway, so the great Deku tree has summoned us, so I think we should probably get going. I should probably close my mouth and get to some adventuring, so let's go. Alright, so here we have the Kokiri Forest, our home. Yahoo! Hi, Link! Alright, there's a chick down here. We should probably go talk to her. But let's be cool and do a backflip. Yeah, there we go. Alright. Speak to her. Wow, a fairy! Finally, a fairy came to you, Link. Wow, that's great news. I'm so happy for you. Now you're a true Kokiri, Link. Is that right? The Great Deku Tree has summoned you? It's quite an honor to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I'll wait for you here. Get going. Go see the Great Deku Tree. Alright, let's not dilly-dally anymore, and let's go. Got kind of sidetracked with that girl there. Her name is Saria, or Saria? I guess it depends on how you'd like to pronounce it. Both are acceptable. Anyway, I thought this was the right way. Let's talk to this guy, see what's going on. Hey, you! Mr. No Fairy! What's your business with the Great Deku Tree? Without a fairy, you're not even a real man. What? You've got a fairy? Say what? The Great Deku Tree actually summoned you? What? Why would he summon you and not the Great Mido? This isn't funny. I don't believe it. You aren't even fully equipped yet. How do you think you're going to help the Great Deku Tree without both a sword and shield ready? What? You're right. I don't have my equipment ready, but... if you want to pass through here, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Sheesh! Anyway, I guess he's kind of the bully of the village, so to speak, but he's not going to let us pass without a sword and a shield, so... Anyway, we should probably go find those items. But, oh yeah, and there was something I was kind of confused as a kid. I guess I never really paid attention enough, but I always thought the Great Deku Tree was female? I don't know, it just seems to kind of play with that whole Mother Earth kind of nature kind of thing. Anyway, we want to be getting a sword and shield, and our first stop is to get a sword, which is in this hole right here. And Navi's trying to talk to us, but I'm not going to talk to her. She pretty much sums up everything that we have to do. If you ever get lost, you can talk to her, but for the most part, most of you have played this game and know what's going on, so I won't have to delve in too far into the story and what's going on to explain it. So, alright, we gotta wait for this boulder. I'm not gonna bother with reading the signs. They just tell you kind of repetitive stuff, some things you can kind of learn on your own or you already know. Anyway, make sure you get those 2 blue rubies. It'll aid you greatly when you're trying to get the shield. But for now, let's get this chest. Ooh, what could it be? What could it be? What could it be? Well, you already know what it should be. It is the... sword! You got the Kokiri sword. On the equipment subscreen, select it with cursor and equip it with A. This is a hidden treasure of the Kokiri, but you can borrow it for a while. Be sure to practice with it before you really fight. Alright, that sounds like a good idea. But let's equip it first. Okay. Oh, that was weird. Anyway, for some reason I seem to have a tendency to press B while I'm on the equipment screen and save it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It is for me because, well, I'm recording here, and if something messes up later for whatever reason, that's not good, so... Anyway, you can't get back to where you want to, because you've already saved over it. Anyway, but I have a weird tendency of doing that, so I'll try not to do it. Hopefully I won't have to worry about it. Anyway, now that we have a sword, we can cut stuff, bushes, we can kill enemies, whatever. But, you can actually get a blue ruby in here if you cut down the sword. I think this sign actually tells you to slash, or tells you how to fight, pretty much. So what you want to do is do, well, any multitude of slashes will get rid of the sign, but the quickest way is to hold down B and do a sword spin slash. I don't know what to call it, really. Spin attack, I think that's the proper name. Anyway, I think there is another blue ruby behind this house here. And we're actually going to check out the house too. I think there's something in there. I can't remember exactly. All the houses in here kind of look the same to me, so I can kind of get lost, even though I've played this game so much. Alright, let's check what's inside. Alright, chests. Let's actually open these. I think we can get some rubies in here. Yeah, 1 green ruby. That's kind of a waste, but I think we should find... yeah, there we go, blue. And I'm curious what is in these other chests. Yeah, some more blue. Okay. So make sure you take a stop by here to get some rubies. This should be, yeah, heart. Not really necessary. Anyway, so stop by here. There's actually multiple locations you can get rubies in this game, or in this part of the game. If you're not sure where they are, just kind of go to where I'm going. And I think there's 2 or 3 in this, like, crowd of bushes right here. I don't know. Grass, bushes, whatever you'd like to call it. And there should be some over here, too. So, make sure you get it. And we're close to our set amount that we want to get. We want to be getting 40 for the Kokiri shield. Okay, I think that's enough in here. We have 37, which isn't quite enough. But I think we should be able to make up that last 3. Yeah, there we go. We already made up for it there. Hi, Link, look this way. Look over here with Z and talk to me with A. Yep, pretty much explain how you Z target and to talk to people, so... Anyway, let's head into the shop now that we have our set amount of rubies. And a little bit before we buy the shield, you can always come behind the counter here and... Whoa, that's really weird. Go home, game, you're drunk. Anyway, you can always go behind the counter and get 5 rubies, which shouldn't do that in the normal game. But anyway, let's do some shopping. Welcome! Alright, so now we want to pick up the Deku shield. 40 rubies. You got a Deku shield. Switch to the equipment subscreen and select the shield. Press A to equip it. Press R to crouch and defend. If you press R while Z targeting, you can move while defending. Would you like to buy something else? Nope, we're good for now. Alright, let's get out of here. And before we go any further, let's equip our shield. Oops. Man, I apologize if I seem kind of clumsy with the controls during this video. I'm actually playing this on an Xbox 360 controller, so I'm kind of unfamiliar with it compared to a regular Nintendo 64 controller, so that's why you may see me twitch or like do something really strange real quickly, but for the most part it shouldn't be a problem. Anyway, let's talk to this big bully Mido, so see if he'll let us through. If you want to see the Great Deku Tree, you should at least equip a sword and shield. Eh? What's that? Oh, you have a Deku shield? And what's that? Is that the Kokiri sword? Good grief! Well, even with all that stuff, a wimp is still a wimp, huh? I, the Great Mido, will never accept you as one of us. Shoot! How did you get to be the favorite of Saria and the Great Deku Tree, huh? Grumble, grumble. I like how they put the noise they would make is just grumble, grumble. Like, it's not like the actual sound, it's just what it, it's just in words. Anyway, let's move on. Now that we have our required equipment, our required stuff, I guess. Oh, hey, a Deku stick. You got a Deku stick. On the select item subscreen, you can set it to left, down, or right. Yeah, I'm gonna call it left, down, or right because, well, obviously it's the C buttons. But anyway, set it to C and swing it with C. That's a lot of C's. When you put it away, stand still and press A. You can carry up to 10 sticks, but don't waste them. Yeah, good tip. Anyway, I'm not going to bother with these enemies. They can't, like, come out and get me for the most part, so not really worth it. Alright. Great Deku Tree, I'm back! Oh Navi, thou hast returned. Link, welcome. Listen carefully to what I, the Deku Tree, am about to tell thee. Thy slumber these past moons must have been restless, and full of nightmares. As the servants of evil gain strength, a vile climate pervades the land and causes nightmares to those sensitive to it. Verily, thou hast felt it. Link, the time has come to test thy courage. I have been cursed. I need you to break the curse with your wisdom and courage. Dost thou have courage enough to undertake this task? Well, of course we do. Yes. Then enter, brave Link, and thou too, Navi. Navi the fairy, thou must aid Link. And Link, when Navi speaks, use up C to listen well to her words of wisdom. Alright, that's her whole speech. So, I guess we have to help out the Deku Tree by breaking whatever curse is ailing her. So, let's move on in. Alright, so we're in here, inside the Deku Tree. Yeah, Deku, whatever you'd like to say. I kind of use it interchangeably, and I apologize for that. It's just kind of weird. Tomato, tomato, but whatever. Anyways, you can see in front of us, we kind of have a spider web covering this hole. We can't do anything about it now. We'll deal with that in due time, but for now, we'll get up these vines. Oh, jeez. Look at this wall. The vines growing on it give it a rough surface. Maybe you can climb it, Link. Yeah, you think? Anyway, Navi's going to be interrupting us and telling us a bunch of things. I'm not going to read her text most of the time, unless it's integral to the story or just kind of explains what's going on better at the current moment. But for now, let's open up this trunk. I wonder what it could be. You found the dungeon map. Press star to get into the subscreen and look at the map subscreen. Blue chambers are places you have already visited. Your current location is the flashing room. Move up and down on the joystick to select a floor to view. Alright, so there's the dungeon map for this place. Yes, this is our first official dungeon of the game. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and, well, pretty interesting, I would say. We're inside the Great Deku Tree. I don't know, just kind of cool. Anyway, let's head on in this door. Navi. Basically, she's going to tell us how to open a door. You stand in front of it and press A. You really don't have to say more than that. Just kind of silly, I think. But I guess for people new to this game, it's quite helpful. But, you know, we're not novices. We're grizzled veterans of the Zelda series, so we don't have to worry about it. Anyway, take out this Deku Scrub, whatever you'd like to call him, with your shield. Anyway, ow, 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 forgive me, Master. I'll give you a clue. Will you let me go? When you jump off a high cliff, if you hold forward on the joystick, you'll roll on the ground when you land and won't get hurt from the fall. I can't guarantee it will work, though. If the cliff is really, really high... Well, try it if you're feeling bold. Wahahaha. I didn't say you could leave. Anyway, it left a heart piece, or a heart, in case we got hurt, but, you know, we're good for now. So let's enter the store and see what this room's about. Okay, we have a platform in front of us, so let's just jump. Ooh, come on. Barely made it. Okay, and let's see what's in the chest. Let's see, another item. What could it be? What could it be? And you have the fairy slingshot. On the select item subscreen, you can select it with left, down, or right. Press C to take it out and hold it. As you hold C, you can aim with the joystick. Release C to unleash a Deku seed. If you want to shoot right away, when you first press C, hold down C a little longer to get a seed ready. Yep, basically. Oh, and I forgot to do this. Let's equip a bunch of stuff. I think go with left for the Deku stick, and down with the fairy slingshot. Anyway, alright, so that platform's gone. Doesn't seem to be a way back, but there actually is. So take out your fairy slingshot, and just shoot the ladder. And that's the ticket. Alright, and as you can see, there's some vines over here. I'm going to check it out. I don't think there's anything important up here. In this dungeon, there are no small keys or anything of the sort to unlock doors, so you don't have to look for those. But I'm curious to what's in here. I think it's just a... yeah, I thought so. Recovery heart. In this dungeon, they kind of throw recovery hearts at you. I guess because they expect you to be a novice and kind of get hurt, and I guess because you're unsure about what you're doing. Bonk. By the way, whenever you run into a wall, you have to say bonk. It's just the thing you do. But anyway, so I guess they expect you to get hurt a lot, so they're kind of generous in this dungeon about heart recovery. Anyway, now that we have the slingshot, we could go back to where we got the map. And as you can see, wow, okay, here's that instance of me fidgeting because of my controller. Could be kind of flimsy. Alright. Take out these Skulltulas, because unless you're really lucky, I don't think you can make it up there without getting harmed. If you do get harmed, you... okay. Oh, we haven't got this yet. You got a Deku Nut. On the select item subscreen, you can select it to left C, down C, or right C. Set it to C and try throwing it. It'll flash and stun the enemy. Okay, ooh, we got some rubies. You know, even though they're only one, they're still kind of worth something, so might as well take the time to get them. Okay. Alright, let's ascend these vines. Man, a lot of climbing in this dungeon. Kind of a theme, I guess, but, you know, I think this is, for the most part, all the climbing we have to do for now, so that'll be it. Anyway, so we're up here. Let's survey the surroundings. And we have a Skulltula. Let's not mess with him right now. Let's actually check out this door. Okay. My joystick seems to be kind of heavy. I don't know why that is, but it is. Anyway, so we have another chest over there. Unfortunately, we can't reach it this time. So I think, and the kind of intuitive thing to do is just to step on the switch. I mean, that's kind of an instant reaction of most people. Okay. I think we don't have to jump to the left, we can just jump straight forward. Before, when I was younger, I'd always jump to the left and then to the right. That's kind of not the smart thing to do. So, anyway. Another chest. What could it be? What could it be? The compass! Now you can see the locations of many hidden things in the dungeon. Yep. Short and sweet. And I will not be reading the text for the items you find in every dungeon, the compass and the map. I won't be reading that text anymore. It's just kind of repetitive and not needed. Anyway, I think we could raise the platforms again. That's not necessary. Over in that trunk is... Oh, there's a gold skulltula. I actually think I'm going to go get that right now. As per usual with my walkthroughs, I try to be 100% with every game I play. And 100% in this game means all heart containers, of course, because it's a Zelda game. But also all gold skulltula tokens. Okay, we can jump past them. Great. Ouch. Watch out for these guys. If you actually bump into them, they will take a heart of damage, so be careful. I don't know, it's kind of funny that these guys can take that much damage. Anyway, you destroyed a gold skulltula. You got a token proving you destroyed it. Nice. So now we have 1 out of a whopping 100 gold skulltula tokens. Alright, I'm actually going to get this chest. I didn't plan on getting it, but since I got hurt... Yeah, there you go. Like I thought. Recovery heart. So, let's get rid of this. Wow. It's kind of annoying. Alright. Get rid of this skulltula and we can move on. Did he drop anything? Nah, he didn't. Okay. Bypass this Deku Baba. I think that's what they're called. And as you can see, there's iron bars blocking the way. Can't do anything about that here, but we can pull out our Deku stick, ignite it, and light this torch. And you can do this when you come into the room, not necessarily right now. You can do it when you come in. And the good thing about it is the torch will not burn out. It'll stay lit, so you don't have to worry about it. In past Zelda games, torches didn't stay lit depending on which game it is. But in this game, for the most part, certain torches will stay lit no matter what. Anyway, let's move our way over. I don't think placement matters here. You can be on either side, but alright, let's take out the skulltula. Alright, come on. You could be taking out the skulltulas with your sword, but the safer route is just to use your slingshot. And right now, since I'm kind of getting used to the controls on my 360 controller, it's just probably smarter for me to do this, so I don't make myself look silly on camera. Or die. That would be really bad, you know. Wow, I'd feel horrible. Anyway, you want to make sure you take a little bit of time to line yourself up. If you don't land immediately in the middle of the spider web, then you have to go all the way back up, and that's just a nuisance. So anyway, let's try to jump down and hit this. Yeah, there we go. That's good. And splash. We're all wet, so let's get out. Okay. Let's use my slingshot. Oh, come on. Wow, I'm surprised that missed. Usually these targets very accurate unless the enemy's moving very erratically. Anyway, some more Deku nuts. And let's see what's in these bushes. More seeds? That's good. Oh, and we haven't picked these up, so that's going to give us this message. You got Deku seeds. These are small, hard seeds that you can use as bullets for your slingshot. Nice. As you can see, we got more gold skulltulas. Of course, we got to take care of that. There are a couple of gold skulltulas in each dungeon that you can't get on the first playthrough. That's okay, we'll be coming back in every one of those dungeons and getting those in a later episode. But for now, I'm just going to get the ones that we have access to now. I know that's probably not the best strategy, but for now, we'll just do it. Anyway. So there's that. I think... Alright, come on, climb, Link. Yeah, that's what we want to do. I think there was another one. Yeah, over there. Before I move any further, I do want to get it. As I was saying, there are a whopping 100 gold skulltulas in this game. Okay. You could either jump slash the skulltula or pull out your slingshot and get it. I'm just going to take the easy route, of course, and jump and get it. Yeah, there we go, barely. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. I'm not reading the text every time. But what I was saying, oh yeah, 100 whopping gold skulltula tokens. For 100%, it's necessary, but... And step on the switch. It's necessary, but I kind of find it pointless because the reward of getting all of them is not worth it, to be honest. And I'm kind of just still considering whether or not to actually get all 100. I might for walkthrough purposes, but I'm not sure at this point. Anyway, there's a recovery heart in here, I know for sure. So let's pull out our Deku stick. Let's get over here. Try not to land in the water, not in the deep part of the water anyway, because you will lose a Deku stick. So you don't want that to happen, because obviously water extinguishes fire. And once you're done with your Deku stick, press B, because that will, not unequipped, but unsheath, I guess is the word I want to use, your Deku stick, and that'll preserve it for now. So anyway, let's head on in the door. Let's see what this room is about. Ooh, another Deku scrub. I find it helpful, instead of a, okay, come on, come back here. Don't let this guy get back to his little nest, because he will respawn. Please forgive me, Master. I'll never do it again. If you spare me, I'll teach you something cool. You'll never beat my brothers up ahead unless you punish them in the proper order. The order is 2, 3, 1. 23 is number 1. Do you think I'm a traitor? Yeah, I would say so. Anyway, it has provided us with a heart, so... You know, if you need that, that's great. If not, I'm just going to pick it up because it's there. I do that a lot whenever I play Zelda games. Kind of redundant, but it's just kind of a tick, I guess. An OCD thing. Anyway, so iron bars are blocking our way, so the only way to get rid of them is to pull our slingshot and aim at this eye. So, pretty simple mechanic. I'm trying to think if there's anything else in here. I don't think so. So, alright, let's go. Okay, here's this room. Come on, Navi. Alright, Navi's gonna explain to us how you go into the water and dive. Basically, you jump in, hold down A, and that's how you dive. Pretty interesting, but it's actually a useful mechanic in this room, so that's why she's explaining it. Anyway, I actually want to try something. On my previous playthroughs, I have found a trick to bypass this part. Basically, you have to get on the platform in front of me that's moving, and you have to put your back to the spikes, and once you're close enough to the spikes at a certain point, you can do a backflip and completely jump over them. It's really crazy, but it's also very precise. I'm going to attempt it once this thing comes back. I can't guarantee I will get it, but I think you guys should definitely try it. It's like a couple of frames, I think, or one frame that you can actually get it to work. But it's a useful skip, I would say, if you don't want to get your feet wet, so to speak. So, alright. Man, I'm going to try that one more time. If not, I'm just going to show you how to do this place the right way, because it's not worth the hearts. Anyway, try to line yourself up. Hold down Z. Alright, I am failing horribly, so we're going to do this the right way. Basically, though, if you're lucky enough and you practice enough, you'll be able to get it. Come on, there we go. Alright, and that'd be great, but if not, just do it the right way. Come over here, dive down, and get the switch. And don't worry about the timing on the switch, because it's pretty lax with the timer, so you shouldn't have to scramble to get over. So don't worry about it. It's not a big problem anyway. If you don't, you just have to hit the switch again. Alright. Another Skulltula. Ugh. Get him. Alright, come on. Show me your back. Alright, there we go. Yeah, see, the timer's still going, so... come on, Navi. Now, she's going to explain how to push a block. Pretty boring. Go up to it. While holding A and pushing forward, you will pull it. If you hold A, if you push forward and press A, you will climb up on top of it. That's basically the gist of what she's saying. So, pay attention what the action button says. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and their timer's still going. And she told us all that about pushing, but we don't have to do any of that. I'm kind of lazy, so I'm not going to be pushed. Okay, hold on. I'm not going to be pushing right now, because you can actually be pretty lazy right here and just get on top and jump. Because Link is tall enough to actually hang onto the ledge. So yeah, there you go. The lazy method. My method. I'll kind of do that everywhere I can, but, you know. I'm not going to mess with it. Honestly, all the enemies in this dungeon are... Wow, what is going on with my control stick? I don't know what to tell you. Alright, let's sheath. Alright. Maybe I should kill one of these guys, just in case I lose a Deku stick. Alright. Ow, ouch! That was really stupid of me. Anyway. lock onto it and just press B if you want to attack it. I think you have to cut it with your sword in order to get a Deku stick, but we didn't get one, so Deku nuts for us. Let's try over here. Yeah, there you go. Just want one for insurance. Not really a big deal. Anyway, alright. I think we're good for now. We have full hearts again, so that's great. And sit on here. Ooh. Alright, let's back up a little bit, actually. You can actually use the distance between you and the Skulltula to your advantage. If you're a certain distance away from him, he will just put his back to you, or whatever position he was originally in, so if you get close to him, he'll face you. So do the smart thing, the intuitively smart thing, and just stay away from him, and shoot him from a distance. Anyway, before you trot off into this middle room, or into this middle part of this room, pull out your slingshot and look up. There are these egg sac things. You actually want to get rid of them. And I think, yeah, the hitboxes of these are kind of weird. It's like right above where the egg sac is. I don't know why Nintendo programmed it that way. I just guess that's how it is, so kind of have to stick with it. Anyway, and that should... Oh, I thought that would do it. Okay. Let me get my aiming down here. Alright, wow, I didn't think that would get it, and I just wasted a seed. Anyway... So that's kind of weird how the hitbox is like that. But make sure you take out those egg sacs or not. What will happen is a bunch of enemies will drop down and you'll have to get rid of them. So anyway, alright, what do we need to do? Okay, more spider webs. You know what to do, guys. Pull out your Deku stick and set it on fire. Yes, arson is the answer to everything in this game. Well, in this dungeon. I should say. Anyway, let's scroll down this hole. Oh, and if I haven't explained it already, I am not actually playing on a console. It'd be impossible to play on a console with the Xbox 360 controller, obviously. But if you can notice, the video is in widescreen mode right now, the game is, and that's actually impossible with a console version of this game because the way it was built, the way it was created was for a 4:3 aspect ratio, which is pretty much a square, whereas this is like a rectangle. And that's partly the reason you're seeing these little graphical glitches. Like, for example, if you remember at the beginning, Link was sleeping on the floor in the beginning of the intro, which is really weird. I guess that's why it was cold, huh? But anyway, so there'll be a couple of graphical glitches while I play this game. Nothing major, since the glitches I've seen so far only apply to, like, 2D rooms. The shops and so forth. They have 2D rendered backgrounds, so... Anyway, make sure you push this block. I heavily advise you do, because if you don't push it all the way down there, and you jump down, you'll be stuck, and you'll have to go back and go through the entire segment that I just went through to get back up here, so that's bad. Anyway, but we also need to go down here to light another Deku stick, so we can progress. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, and make sure you don't fall into the deep part of the water, again, because obviously water extinguishes fire. And take it out and roll here. There we go. I was afraid I wasn't going to get it. Ooh, I grabbed the ledge. Okay, let's do a backflip down here. I love doing backflips in this game, I don't know. Maybe I want to be an acrobat in real life or something. I don't know. It's just weird. Anyway. Yep. And don't worry about taking damage, because there's more water. And also hearts if you take damage. For whatever reason. I don't know how you would there. Maybe you get hit by the Deku Baba while you're going down somehow? I don't know. Weird train of thought. But anyway. Actually, let me go and equip the Deku seeds. Right. Yeah, there we go. So, okay, here's the... Ooh, there we go. That was kind of overkill there. Here's the Deku brothers that the Deku Scrub was talking about. So, as he or she said, or it, you want to hit the second one first, the third one second, and the first one third. I know that's kind of weird to follow, but 2, 3, 1, like always. And on this last Deku Scrub, make sure you run up to him, otherwise he'll run around. How did you know our secret? How irritating. It's so annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret of Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she's stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that. Psst. Yep, so that'll be important very soon, if you didn't catch that dialogue. Anyway, let's check these bushes for supplies. I don't think there's anything we really need, but it helps to stock up, to be honest. Especially early on in the game, and when you're looking for rupees, obviously. So anyway, As you can see, there's a giant skull on our map, so I wonder what that means, huh? Well, you guys should know what it means by now, but anyway, let's move on in. And go very slowly because it's traumatic. Nah, I'm just gonna run. Not gonna waste your time. Alright, and we're in a nice mysterious chamber, and things are going on, as you can see. Alright, pull out your fairy slingshot. Oh, that was weird. Yeah, that was my controller's fault. And look up. Oh, that was weird. Because we have this thing! Parasitic Armored Arachnid Goma. Yeah, this is Queen Goma that thing was talking about. Anyway, stun her with some Deku nuts and swing away with your sword. And when she runs away, you can't really do anything to her, you can't stun her again, but what you want to do is pull out your fairy slingshot and aim above. Hopefully my controller is not going to mess me up here. It has in previous fight. Anyway, when her eye turns red, shoot her. Because then she'll fall down and you get some more free attacks. Come on. Get her. Maybe I can get 2 cycles, maybe? Please? I guess not. That's okay, though. She can go back to the ceiling and repeat the process. So, of course, rinse and repeat, and you should be good. Alright. Wow, okay. What are you doing, controller? Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to fight the eggs here. That's fine. We still have to fight a little. That's okay. Maybe I can... Yeah, and you can take out the eggs with the, You can take out the little guys and the eggs with your fairy slingshot. And Goma won't get in your way, so... wow. I really need to work on my C-button skills, because... honestly, they're crap right now. Alright, now Goma should fall back down and try to get revenge for her little, Is she gonna spawn more? Come on, Goma. Let's do this. There we go. Last hit. Nice. And she's defeated. Awesome. First boss of the game. Yeah, I guess they kind of throw you into a dungeon. In Link to the Past, you kind of had the option to do what you wanted, but here, you've got to do this. Here and now. Okay, rubies! Got them in time. Awesome. And a heart container? Sweet, we're up to 4 hearts. You got a heart container. Your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. Your life energy will be totally filled. Yep. And I think we were at full hearts anyway, so that doesn't even matter. Alright, first boss defeated, so let's go into this blue aura thing. Alright. So hopefully the Deku tree's curse should be lifted. Hopefully. Maybe if this thing is the source after all. Well done, Link. Thou hast verily demonstrated thy courage. I knew that thou wouldst be able to carry out my wishes. Now, I have yet more to tell ye. Wouldst thou listen? Sure. Now, listen carefully. A wicked man of the desert cast this dreadful curse upon me. This evil man ceaselessly uses his vile sorcerer's powers in his search for the sacred realm that is connected to Hyrule. For it is in that sacred realm that one will find the divine relic, the Triforce, which contains the essence of the gods. Before time began, before spirits and life existed, 3 golden goddesses descended upon the chaos that was Hyrule. Din, the goddess of power. Nairu, the goddess of wisdom. Faror, the goddess of courage. Din. With her strong flaming arms, she cultivated the land and created the Red Earth. Nairu. Poured her wisdom onto the earth and gave the spirit of law to the world. Faror. With her rich soul, produced all life forms who would uphold the law. The three great goddesses, their labors completed, departed for the heavens. And the golden sacred triangles remained at the point where the goddesses left the world. Since then, the sacred triangles have become the basis of our world's providence. And the resting place of the triangles has become the sacred realm. Thou must never allow the desert man in black armor to lay his hands on the sacred Triforce. Thou must never suffer that man with his evil heart to enter the sacred realm of legend. That evil man who cast the death curse upon me and sapped my power. Because of that curse, my end is nigh. Though your valiant efforts to break the curse were successful, I was doomed before you started. Yes, I will pass away soon, but do not grieve for me. I have been able to tell you of these important matters. This is Hyrule's final hope. Link, go now to the Hyrule Castle. There, thou will surely meet the Princess of Destiny. Take this stone with you, the stone that man wanted so much that he cast a curse on me. You got the Kokiri's Emerald. This is Spiritual Stone of the Forest, now entrusted to you by the Great Deku Tree. The future depends upon thee, Link. Thou art courageous, blah. Navi the Fairy, help Link to carry out my will. I entreat ye, Navi, goodbye. Let's go to Hyrule Castle, Link. Goodbye, Great Deku Tree. Yep. And, well, that's all for the Deku Tree. He, she, well, it's a he obviously now, but it is gone, so last time we'll speak with it. Anyway. Hey, Link, what did you do? The Great Deku Tree, did he die? How could you do a thing like that? It's all your fault. Jeez, this dude is just all about busting chops. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, so that is the Great Deku Tree. She's now gone, even though we defeated the evil spider thing, Goma. And, well, she told us what our next objective is, to go to Hyrule Castle and seek out the Princess of Destiny. However, I think that's all the time we have for this episode. This was pretty fun, and a great start to what should be a great series of videos. So, anyway, Navi's trying to talk to us, but I will not oblige her, so. And, oh yeah, before I leave off, make sure you guys stay in touch with me. Check out my Facebook and my Twitter page. Those links will be posted below to see what's going on. There shouldn't be any more delays in videos. I have everything set. That's kind of why this one took a while to put out, but that's about it. Anyway, so we'll head off into look for Hyrule Castle in the next episode. But that's it for now. So I want to thank you all for watching. I'm Azarius92, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.